Do you want to be super rich in the brand new Elden Ring Nightreign game? Well, today's your lucky day because I'm going to show you how you can make as much MURK as you could possibly want to have. You can buy all of the outfits, buy all the upgrades, and basically be able to infinitely just get yourself upgrades for your characters, have all the juicy stuff, and this is a super easy method that you can do to make yourself as much of this MURK as you can. As you can also see, I have about 200 plus thousand. I've purchased all of the outfits, and this game is super duper easy, so you definitely do not want to miss out on this crazy method. Definitely try this out for yourself. So to start this off, the very first thing you're going to go ahead and do is select a mission. Now my recommendation for those that are specifically trying to farm this MURK is that you only actually want to be farming the first 3 encounters. Those are the easiest one to do because anything after that becomes hell, as if the game already isn't super hard. So you definitely do want to just stick to the first 3 missions. Character wise, I don't really have a recommendation because all of them are pretty good. The only reason I play with this one is because she's actually quite tanky and allows you to actually summon other spirits. So if you have this character, play with her. She's pretty good, and especially when you're going to be doing this solo, because my recommendation is, personally, I prefer doing this method solo because I'm able to get all the runes and basically as much stuff as I can to myself. But of course, if you have friends you want to do this with, feel right ahead to do so, because you know it might be a bit easier for yourself, but if you already played Elden Ring, then this game isn't easy. It's quite hard. But yeah, in general, you're going to be able to basically farm MURK. Now the way that we're going to be doing this is launching ourselves into the actual game itself. So like I said, the first 3 missions. Once we are at the missions, our objective is to kill as many bosses as we can, because that's how you actually increase the amount of MURK you get, and that also includes having a go at different encounters. If you find chests, make sure you farm them, and the best thing to do at the start is when you launch yourself into the encounter, you solely want to go for structures with mini bosses. That's our objective. We're going to go ahead and try to kill as many mini bosses as you can. Now of course, level wise, I also do recommend killing all the enemies as soon as you actually land off your flying bird. You want to get to level 3. You ideally want to be at least level 4 to 5 before the first day ends. So of course that way you're able to actually go and actually proceed to the next day. The first day priority is just to get to level 4. The second day is when you are going to go hunting for mini bosses, and if you want, of course, if you're feeling heroic, first day you can do the same thing, just go hunt bosses. But the second day is when your main objective is to actually, you know, go and scatter out bosses, events, chests as well. And in general, chests you want to be looking out all the time for, because they actually give you a, I believe it's a small boost for MURK, because I tend to get more MURK if I do open a bunch of chests. I don't know if that's in the game, but that's just how I see at the end of every encounter I complete, or every single like full mission when I kill the 3rd boss. So of course that way I feel like you should be opening chests because it will give you a boost. But now, like I said, we're going to be trying to avoid enemies on the second day. So if you see a bunch of enemies, yes, intentions will say to go kill them, but in reality you just want to go and scatter those bosses. But in general, the main objective is, like I mentioned, spawn in, kill some enemies, get to level 4, and then kill many bosses until you can progress further. This way, the amount of MURK you can obtain is anywhere between 2,000 to 5,000, depending on how many mini bosses you kill and how well you are able to actually find them on the map, because unfortunately with this game mode you spawn it randomly on the map, so sometimes it might be annoying, sometimes you might be lucky and get a spawn where there's a bunch of mini bosses. So you definitely want to go ahead and just keep an eye out on that. That's how I was able to get to 300 plus thousand. And now the other really important step that a lot of people seem to not be doing right now is your relics. Every time you complete one of these missions, you get a bunch of relics, and sometimes they might be useful, but majority of the times they aren't quite good, and you can actually sell them. And as you can see here, I'm literally able to make around 60 plus thousand MURK just by selling the relics I do not need. So you definitely should be doing that. That's probably the fastest way. Also, just collecting relics that you do not need. You want to get as many as you can, and you can sell them anywhere between 100 to 1,000 MURK each, depending on the rarity. But of course you do not want to sell the really rare ones, because those are the good ones. But in general, killing mini bosses and completing many events, and then of course selling your unwanted relics, these are the main things you should do to get yourself as much MURKs as you could possibly have. Now Now, if you have any questions, be sure to comment down below, and I will do my best to try to answer all of them and then help you in any way I can. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I'm planning to upload a ton of videos on this game and help you guys out, since I've already basically finished this game. It's super easy, but of course a lot of you out there are struggling, and I'm here to help. But yeah, have a great day, and I'll catch you in my next video. Peace out.